Are we live? Testing, testing, testing. Okay. Is the microphone working? I hope so. Oh, let's go with it. There's a gift waiting for you, but you're not letting it in. It's waiting for you to acknowledge an emotional state within you that you've been repressing in order to receive this gift. It's on the other side of an emotional drenching. You might experience something that has you releasing emotionally, positively, like something that relieves you of some burden you've been carrying, which opens up an opportunity for you to create physical prosperity for yourself. Someone in your life could possibly use your help. They're really overwhelmed by their emotions and they feel really alone and cold. So maybe give them a gift if you can. Anything that warms the heart. Okay, the Nine of Cups. You're really content in some area of your life. I mean, obviously, you're sitting here with the luxury to watch a YouTube video. There's someone in your environment that is observing you and your good fortune, and they're happy for you, but they're not saying anything. You probably don't even notice this person. It could be a cashier at a store, it could be your mailman or person, it could be anybody in your life that is very unseeming, very gentle, kind. They have kind eyes. This person could use a gift of gratitude from you. You know, sometimes a simple thank you card changes someone's day. Do that for somebody. The Ace of Pentacles sideways and the Nine of Cups really shows and points that there is a blockage in receiving what makes you happy. Or someone is blocking their happiness, and either someone's coming in to step in your life, or you're doing that for someone else. That's basically the suggestion and the advice for you here. Reach out and help someone in any way that you can. And you know by now, most of you should know by now, that when the universe asks you to do small, kind gestures, that those domino into larger gestures across the entire fabric of this tapestry. So extend a generous hand, and when a generous hand is extended to you, accept it. You're going to be experiencing a great happiness at the sacrifice or expense of something you've been holding on to for a while that you've needed to move away from. In order to make this change and not be broken by it mentally, emotionally, spiritually, psychically, or in whichever way is applicable in this scenario, you're going to be asked by your spirit, your creator, yourself, the mother, maiden, crone within you, and the higher self within you, your God self, to find that version of you within you that is wise beyond his or her years. Sometimes you know that where there's smoke, there's fire. And you don't need to fan the flames, and you don't need to quench the flames. Sometimes it's best to just walk away. Maybe someone in your life has walked away from something, or they walked away from something and they're unable to receive a new chapter in their life. And you're being asked to reach out and help them out. Because there's a situation here where there's people metaphorically in a house that isn't comfortable to be in. And maybe this person doesn't really see it, and you're the one that sees it, or maybe you don't see it and someone in your environment sees it. The key here is to connect with someone, a family maybe, people that know you for a long time, and the aspects of yourself that give you that still, quiet strength. In those moments where it's like the wind blows the trees so hard, but the trees don't really flex. They know they can't make the wind stop, so they just bend with the wind. Hold your grace while you bend through this wish-fulfilling experience that is waiting for you to receive it and experience it. But in order for you to do so, you must leave something you've held on to behind. It could be a version of yourself that utilizes fear to avoid moving forward in life and receiving what you need to move forward. You see, this pentacle is here sideways, and then this woman is here shopping with the 9 cups. If she had this pentacle, she would probably be in a different shop shopping with like diamond encrusted cups. There's some aspect of your life that isn't matching up to its potential due to an emotional state within you that you are not integrating. Once you do integrate this, and the integration process involves your family, the crone and the inner child, so your future self and your past self. And there is help for you. Just reach out and ask for it, or offer it. The Chariot after the 6 of Swords. You are definitely moving from a physical habitat where someone is and they might be asking you for assistance. There is there are moments in life where it's almost as if you go from water to solid ground. That moment of transition between the uncertainty of the waves and the stability and structure of the ground. There's a process occurring in your life that you can resist or you can flow with because the seeds have already been planted, the blueprints are already there, the destination has already been set and is already prepared. It's time to accept who you really are, to move forward into the life experience that brings you that 10th cup. Even if you don't want it. Two of Swords. Is there really an indecision when the indecision is being caused by the shadow self? If those eyes were not held, those swords would become weapons. But because those eyes are held, those swords become directions, a defense. What you know has become your defense mechanism. And your shadow self is using that against you to keep you trapped in a comfort zone. One direction points to the light, the other direction points to an unknown. But behind you, there is you, the part of you that wants to keep you in a earthly state, while the other part of you wants to move forward into an enlightened, transcendent state. You cannot go either direction without the other. So what do? You do what any good mother, grandmother, father, or grandfather would do. You treat your current self with the dignity, kindness, and grace that a grandparent would teach a toddler or a child that it's going to be okay on its first day of school. Be kind to yourself. The way to make a choice if you're facing a decision point. Accept both sides of your decision, whether you make it or don't, whether you go there or don't, whether you buy the house or don't, whether you talk to this person or don't, it doesn't matter. Pretend you've already done both scenarios and you've already experienced the worst possible outcome and the best possible outcome. Now, in between that is something very mundane and very muggle kind of behavior, very TV show kind of reality TV experience, very day to day, right? Now, what choice will you make from that? Which one do you want to experience? Which one feels better to you? Now, for 16 seconds, hold that experience of your desire. It's that easy. There is no indecision to be made. The only reason there is indecision is to show you how powerful you are, that you can just simply choose what feels good. Elemental of Pentacles. The earth calls you. Your decision, any decision made by mankind, should always involve the basis of how it will affect the earth they walk upon. Whatever you do, wherever you go, let part of your decision be how you can restore a piece of the earth as you go. Remember the elementals. Before there was technology, there were candles. Before there were cell phones and pictures, there were fairies and elementals out in the wild, and people could see them and talk to them. Before you were told that there is nothing across certain parts of the world, there were cities and civilizations and species that are now just myth. Open your eyes to the world around you. The High Priestess sideways. You know how far you are behaving from who you truly are. You know how far the world is from portraying itself from who it really is. And you know how far society and the species that walk this earth are from their best selves. You know. So why do you pretend to be like them and ignore the rest? All these beings, all these memories, and all these other species that are crying out to be remembered. And all we can do as a society is just build more things to avoid looking at what we're destroying around us. From relationships to people to neighborhoods to people's reputations to family connections to memories to our bodies. It's time to move away from all that. It's time to allow the abundance to flow into your life by accepting your dark side and your light. You cannot have one without the other. You are living in a world of duality, and until you accept yourself, you cannot even begin to fathom what unity is like. Because some part of your belief in the fifth and higher dimensional states of reality will still contain the light and the dark, which is inaccurate to the true reality. You are not broken. You are not split in two. You are one person. You are one being. And your shadow side is the side of you that you were told is bad to listen to. Because people didn't want to feel bad because you were telling them the harsh truth. Or you were willing to do what you were willing to do to survive and to thrive. They told you it was bad and you hid it. Now it's time to hold it like a blade and make it dance gracefully. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But I not to say, hold it and make it dance gracefully. Make it dance. The light and the dark working together as one coherent being brings to you success, communications, treasures, wealth, adoration, and a lot of new options, a lot of new endeavors and choices and experiences and people to meet. Take time to relax. Be grateful for the time you've had to be so serene or to experience the troubles you've experienced. They have helped you become wiser. They have helped you become who you truly are. More so in embodiment than you were allowing yourself to be previously. Call back your power. Cut and dissolve the cords that no longer serve you, and retrieve the aspects of your soul so that you are complete in mind, body, and spirit. When you believe yourself to be fragmented, then you believe yourself to be weak and broken. You are a child of the Creator. You are a child of the sun and the earth. You were raised by the light of the moon and the stars. How dare you think you're broken? Things are changing at a cellular level. There is deep healing occurring in your life. Who you're going to be within the next 3 days is going to look at who you are now as a distant memory. There will be massive changes occurring in your life, and they will all be pleasant, beneficial, and wonderful. They will remind you of your connection to God, Goddess, Source, your higher self, the earth, this universe. They will show you from breadcrumb to entire buffet to an entire kingdom within you and all around you. How much you're loved. People will attempt to take from you. They will attempt to seize your light. Some will attempt to infiltrate your good graces. Keep your solar plexus lit like 1,000 suns. If they come near you, let them burn away. Your energy is yours. Your power belongs to you. Call it back to you and set a boundary. Okay. The witch. The magic you seek is inside of you. Let it flow. You've already learned that this world has attempted to dissuade you of magic being real. Have you not? How many people have you met that mock and laugh at card readings or at astrology? Now, think about it in a way as if you are a master at creation and you are among a society that is just entering the high school age of, or the third grade of their lifespan. Okay. And you're already graduated from college, you already have grandkids, you're like inventing space travel ships or something, I don't know. Now you're walking among these people who barely know anything and they're laughing at you for speaking about magic. Would you shut your power off? Or would you smile at them and wish them well and keep moving on your journey and becoming a more powerful creator? Sarah Lakali, Queen of the Outsiders. I have arrived. I am where I will always be, in love. Anchor within your heart the faith and sanctity of how much your future self, your true self, loves this innocent, naive, young, learning, making mistakes, thinking it's bad, thinking it's good, doing these absurd things, wearing ridiculous makeup or not wearing it at all because you're too insecure, or working out all the time, or just running around in a gerbil cage, or I don't know what. Just imagine the amount of love and adoration your God self sees you with. And just put a sprinkle of that in yourself and walk around for maybe 10 seconds of your gorgeous life and accept that you are fucking loved. Please. Thank you. The world has enough people complaining. The world has enough people pointing out the negative. The world has enough people lying about what the world even is, and they're confused about the shape of it while they can't even grow a cilantro plant. Tune the world out. Let their talking be like voices on the beach and waves crashing on the sand. Who cares what they say? You keep your head held high, your heart open, your hands open, and let God, Goddess, provide for you. And anyone who dares walk across you or mock you or throw pebbles at you, they will bounce right back into them before they ever get to you. Because you are loved. You've already done this. You've mastered this. You are a powerful creator. Stop pretending to be a muggle with gifts and accept that you are a god among ants. And assist those little ants in working together better than they would if they saw you as a wasp. Okay? Be kind to them, but acknowledge they are just learning. Do not hide your magic or the amount you love yourself because of them. Yeah. Bye.